So this is a Pacman macro running in a spreadsheet that I put together with my kids at home, and it served a couple of purposes really. It was partly to kind of introduce or familiarise some simple concepts of coding to my daughter and my son, and partly it was to do with me wanting to implement the A-star algorithm for pathfinding from first principles, having been looking at the underlying idea for how it works on a Google search. So here it is. So this is you create levels using colouring in the blocks, and the ghosts are represented by the letter A, Pacman by the crescent moon shape. There's another ghost there. I've done 6 levels. Let's go with level 1. So move that across, and somewhere in here there is the game code, and the game code is pretty simple. Got a few classes here. We have a ghost class. VBA is nice for teaching kids, by the way. It's a bit like the old-fashioned Python, sort of nice human readable words like get, and not too many curly braces, and more like reading sentences, but it is a bit tedious and long-winded. So we've got ghosts which have let me see, got a few properties. What's interesting in here? Anything interesting? Getting there. We have the main move away subroutine, which is using the Pathfinder, which is the class that has the A-star algorithm written into it, where it finds available cell locations that it might be able to move to. So it uses get adjacent locations from its starting point to get the next locations, and then iterates through those locations to find the most suitable one, depending on whether that location, or node as it's referred to in the A-star terminology, whether it's somewhere you can walk or not. And then it works out things like the distance from Pacman's position, and if it's the best one, choose it and keep going until you've decided on the best one. Then we've got doing the actual move, having obtained the thing, actually do the move the A to the correct cell and replace what was previously in that cell before the ghost was occupying it, such as a pip or an empty space or a pill, etc. So that's that, and that's about it. Node, this is basic class used by representing a position in the graph here, or in the screen, that a ghost or Pacman can move to. Concepts like whether it's walkable or not. That's quite a simple class. We've got Pacman, which isn't that interesting. It has a state called super, which is when it can eat a ghost. We have 2. For this, we just have, because animating in a spreadsheet is not really possible, we just have 2 states for Animan. Either this crescent moon, which represents an open mouth, or is a ball, which represents closed mouth. Available directions, like basically the cells around me, which ones have got a blue wall or not. Go up, go down. So actually move, play a little sound, replace the things beneath me as I move, eat the objects. So that basically puts them into an array of positions, or rather all these items that you can eat and so forth are stored in an array in terms of position, so you can detect whether you're in that location and then remove it from the array to represent it being eaten. Point, and then Pathfinder. This is the A-star algorithm, which uses the find path method, and searching all the nodes around the player's position or the ghost's position, and sorting them, getting the nodes from where you are in the first place, bearing in mind you might be surrounded by walls, etc. And that's it. So it's not very big. That's about it. And then the main start game, stop game, interaction with these things, take turns moving ghosts, etc. Make cherries appear, or in this case I had some petrol and some poop and other things that could appear, as well as cherries, just to make it more kid friendly. We have a user form which is just showing in the background. That is actually just used, we hide it, but it's the one that's doing the key presses, because user forms can detect key down, whereas a spreadsheet can't. Play level. So at the start we move the focus into the user form that's hidden, so that we can capture the key presses. Play level. First of all, it reads how you've created the spreadsheet, all your blue cells, your letter A's and your Pacman shapes, etc. So it reads all of that out in terms of filling out an array behind the scenes in VBA that mirrors what you can see on the screen here. That's what get playground is, determining all the cell positions, etc. and building an array. What else we got? Timers for moving things. Detecting whether Pacman's been caught, checking whether Pacman's caught a ghost, if it's in super mode, and removing the ghost from the array. Timer for making things like cherries and poo and petrol appear. And a basic you win, you lose, player sound. Our main routine, finding the ghosts, move the ghosts in turn, and basically move them away or move them toward Pacman, depending on whether Pacman is in super Pacman mode. Check whether Pacman has been caught if the ghost is on the top of him and is not in super mode. Get the playground, talked about that. Any dots left? Reset playground, find all. Yeah, so that's it. There we go. So that's an overview of the code. We start. Let's put it to level 1, and we'll start the game. So let's go in here. So start the game. It uses the arrow keys, I think. There we go. Makes a nice bleeping noise, and you can see the A-star algorithm is acting here. The ghosts are coming towards Pacman quite well. And let's go eat a pill, and now suddenly they're moving away. So for this I had to give them a destination, and I basically gave them a destination of go choose a corner of the map that's furthest away from Pacman and go to that. And now they're coming back out. And I think basically you can improve the maps or make your own, and then make it harder or easier, make the maps bigger, whatever. But you can see the basic speed of it. You could make them speed up and so on, but at the moment I don't. And the other thing is you can have as many ghosts as you like, because each ghost is a class and it just operates in a loop. And I won. Pretty easy, wasn't it? Let's try a different level. So let's try level 2. That's not very polished. I could improve that, but don't really need to. It's look, I've got something else, petrol in here. Let's see if this actually works, because I can't remember. It's been a while. Whoop, a bit close there. I need to get the poo. Ghost coming. Right. Yeah, you got the poo, but it doesn't seem to have done much. Maybe the score went up. I didn't notice. Anyway, this is pretty simple. It served the purpose. A-star algorithm, also maybe helping my kids. I don't know. They enjoyed playing it actually, but you know, they're only like I think Katie was 12 at the time, and Jacob probably 8 or something. So let's get caught by the ghosts and see what that does. You lose. And a big finger pointing at the loser, us. That's it. Cheerio.